Sorry.
Okay, we're live at the Evelyn Alexander Wildlife Rescue Center in Hampton Bays, and we're here to talk about the mission of the Rescue Center. And we're in the heart of what goes on here. So you're seeing some baby birds here that are really hungry, and their adoptive mother here is feeding them. You can see these little hungry little faces. They were brought into the rescue center, I guess somehow, or they were orphaned, and they weren't able to take care of themselves. And mom and dad weren't around to do it. So luckily, we have some trained people in the back here, professionals, that know exactly what they need. So you can see them with their hungry mouths open and trying to get as much food as possible. And you can see the different stages of development. You have some that are very young and some that are a little bit older. But these are atricial, which means that they hatched and they didn't have the capability of taking care of themselves. As opposed to some of them, they're precocial. They can actually come out of their egg and they can walk around and they can actually eat as soon as they get out, and they can actually swim and do a few other things depending upon their species. But these little gals and guys weren't able to take care of themselves, so they brought them here to the Evelyn Alexander Wildlife Rescue Center, and they're being cared for. And so hopefully they're going to get plenty of food here. Ooh, that looks yummy. Wouldn't you all like a nice fresh dead cricket for breakfast or lunch? So they're getting their meal here. Oh, it looks like maybe they're full. Nope, there he goes. He's munching down that cricket. Yum 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 yum. So I think they even had their legs pulled off just so they don't have to get them jammed down their throat. Yep. So what a deal is that? So hopefully they'll be healthy, and in a few months they're going to get released back into the wild again, and they will have a nice long life thanks to Danielle here taking care of them. So we have our little guy over here. What's this guy's name? I forget. Reginald or Reggie. I guess if you get really friendly with him, he's Reggie. He was found at one of these sportsmen's clubs, and he has a broken wing, and it looks like actually they took the bandage off, but he's a very friendly little feller. He walks around here and he visits with everybody, but he's grown quite accustomed to being around here, and he likes people, it seems like. They were going to shoot him, but he was brought in here with a little injury to his wing, and they've taken care of him. And hey Reggie, how you doing? You all right? Everything good? Reggie's a little shy today. Usually Reggie's walking around and doing a tour of the place, but he's coming along really well thanks to the ladies back here in the hospital at the Evelyn Alexander Rescue Center. So we can take a look at some of the other folks we got here. There's some other little songbirds. I can't really see what's this? Is this a robin?
Yes.
This little robin in there. Not sure what his story is, but he came to the rescue center to get some healing. What's this?
I believe that one was window strike.
Oh, okay. So a window strike. So this one, birds don't understand windows very well. So birds, a lot of times, especially in New York City, we have all the skyscrapers with the windows. They'll fly into those. They'll get neck injuries. They'll get traumatic brain injuries, and all sorts of things happen to them. And then sometimes they die too. So this guy's trying to recuperate after crashing into somebody's window. And then, what do we have over this one over here?
Oh, those swallows. We have two,
There are swallows. Okay, I
two
thought so.
barn swallows and a clip.
Okay, a couple little barn swallows in there, and so they're recovering nicely, and hopefully they'll be back into the wild soon. Go back this way, see what else we got. Anybody else interesting back here?
You want to look at these guys? Good.
Possum with some babies.
Over here?
Yep.
These are
Let's take a look over here.
ducklings. We just had the bath. We just gonna put them in there.
That's just ducky.
This?
But
You can open that if you want.
down here, you got a mama possum with some babies down there.
She has a jaw injury. She was probably getting hit by a car,
Oh, wow.
which is why she's eating baby food.
Okay. So a lot of times this time of year we find possums on the side of the road when somebody hits a possum. A lot of times if you look underneath the possum, you might actually find that they have some babies attached to them. And if we can get them at the right age, we can still save them. So if you see a possum that's maybe dead on the side of the road and you turn it over, there's a good possibility that they might still be alive. And if we have somebody here at the rescue center, you know, a possum that's old enough, they might be able to serve as a surrogate mother for that possum and take care of them. But this guy sounds like he got a sneezing problem there, but she looks pretty nicely. Do we have oh, what's the name of our tame possum?
Buddy Holly?
Buddy Holly, is he around here?
outside.
Oh, he's outside? Maybe we can go. Oh, there's Reginald. Reginald came out. He came out of his shell there, so he's looking pretty good, walking around. So we're gonna go outside now. Take a look at some of the ones out here. And Reginald is a possum that was injured, and I think he's imprinted, I think. So Reginald doesn't have any idea that he's actually a possum. Reginald thinks he's a human. Oh, Bunny Hot. Buddy. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Watch this out. Buddy is non-releasable because he thinks he's a person. He has no idea that he's a possum, and he's a nice-smelling little possum. But he's very friendly. He's very used to people. And you got a mess in your hair there. What are you doing with that? So Buddy's going to spend the rest of his life with us because he can't be released out into the wild. So he's very friendly. He's very tame, and he loves to eat fruit. I wish I had something to feed him, and he loves shoulders too. So he's kind of grown attached to people. Oh, and here we kind of make a pig of ourselves around here. Got lots of food for everybody. So you can see a nice big mama pig. And that's not a wild pig, so this is actually a domesticated pig that I'm not sure why we have him here, but he's kind of living with it. So you see Buddy Holly, we first got Buddy Holly, and Buddy Holly was first named Buddy, correct? Oh, we have Strawberry.
First name Holly.
Oh, Holly, that's right.
And then we
Holly.
found out it was a boy.
Yeah, so you see, he likes fruit. And he'll readily just like... He chews with his mouth full, but that's okay. We won't hold it against him. So, Buddy, you want to go back? I hope you can get back. Can you get back, Buddy, if I let you off the ride over here? There you go. You going to get down, Buddy? No, you're not going to get down. Buddy wants to stay on my shoulder. Buddy. Buddy, I like you a lot, Buddy, but I got to go. The people on Facebook want to go watch something else. But, no, I guess thank you. See, you wouldn't want to let Buddy out like that because Buddy would wind up sitting on somebody's shoulders, and that wouldn't be so good for Buddy. So, Buddy, do we know how old Buddy is? Did you estimate?
He was young when he came in. He came in last summer, so he's about a year.
About a year or so. Okay, so Buddy's pretty young. Possums, unfortunately, don't have a really long lifespan, but hopefully he's going to be around for a little while with us. So he's very healthy. And he gets all the food that he could possibly eat. He gets Obamacare, so he has plenty of medical coverage. So he's just happy as can be. I mean, he doesn't miss being out in the wild at all, even though that's where we really like him to be. But since he's so used to humans, he's not going to get out there again. Oh, I guess he didn't like that. All right, thank you. All right, so let's go see what else we got here. It's kind of quiet out here right now. Maybe we'll check out some of the ones inside there in the hospital. So it looks like we got lucky. We didn't have too much rain today, so we kind of beat that. Thank you. Oh, there's Reggie. Anybody else?
You want to look in the bathtub? There's baby Hugh's taking a bath.
Over here in the
In a
bathtub?
small tub.
Which?
I'll-
Out here?
Babies, yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll come back to that one. All right, so over here we have, we have little baby ducks here. So I guess these guys were orphaned.
Yeah, those are goslings.
Oh.
They were all found by themselves.
Protected out in the wild, even though they're precocial, which means that they come out of their egg and they can go and they can eat on their own, they can swim and all sorts of things. And they don't have flight feathers yet, but they do have those little puffy feathers there. But they wouldn't survive very long if they were on their own without mom and dad protecting them from the bad guys out there, the foxes and the feral cats and whatnot. So they're going to come here and stay here until they get big enough, and then they're going to put them back out into the wild, and hopefully Hopefully they'll live nice long lives and poop all over everybody's yards. Let's see, who else do we have? Let's go down here. We have a few more animals over. What do we have? We got baby bunnies here. There's some little baby bunnies inside here. I'm gonna maybe get this open. You can see little baby bunnies there. So I guess they were orphaned too. And they have the little stuffed animal. So what is that? Is that a stuffed possum? Is that what that is?
It is.
That's a nice stuffed possum to keep them company. Oh, and who's that underneath the possum? Is that a woodchuck?
That is.
Okay, so we got a little woodchuck in the back there. I never knew possums, woodchucks, and bunnies got along, but I guess they do. So they make nice bedfellows.
Yes.
So just want to remind everybody that we have our gift certificates that are available for Orphan Animals. And if you send in, I think it's $20 for one of these things, we'll email you back a copy of this that you can print out for yourselves. And it'll indicate that you have adopted one of our orphan animals here. And we have quite a few, as you can see. This time of year is one of the busiest times for adoption of these wild animals that get orphaned. So something happened to the parents. They got hit by a car. They got eaten by a feral cat. We don't know what happened to the parents, but they're left alone, and they would not survive if they were not taken in here to the Wildlife Rescue Center. Sometimes when you see little baby animals, it's best to just leave them alone out in the wild. But when we definitely know that there's no mom or dad around to take care of them, we're the next best thing, or probably their only hope. So make sure, if you'd like to, help out the wildlife. They don't have any kind of insurance policies to take out. So they have to rely on us to take care of them. So, and your donations are what makes it possible, because without those donations, we couldn't afford to do all this. And you can imagine, I took my dog to a vet hospital last summer. It was $10,000, and she only lived another 3 months long. So you can imagine how much it costs to take care of these animals that we have here. So when we go up front, and we're going to see one of our native wild animals that's native to these facilities. And here's this wild animal. It's Carly.
Hi.
I'm the receptionist, but I've been with Evelyn Alexander for quite a few years doing their bottle babies. And I have an incubator here. I have a little baby raccoon that was born last Friday in a chicken coop, and the mom didn't stay. And they brought this little baby in. It's only a week old. I bring this home every night, and we get up at 3 o'clock in the morning for middle of the night feeding. And did you know that in North America there's only one marsupial? One marsupial, and it's a possum. Except at Evelyn Alexander Wildlife Center, there's 2 marsupials. I prefer to carry my own babies around in my pouch. And we have some baby raccoons here too. These guys are a little bit bigger. And they have sucking instincts, and they like their little pacifiers. Let's see if we can get him. Little pacifier, no? Maybe this one will take it. They think they're getting their bottle now. There you go. They love their little passies. Those are all the babies in the house right now.
Hi, I'm Tammy. I work in education. This is Archie. He's one of our eastern screech owls. He was injured and he came to our hospital as a patient, and now he's part of our program. So he gets to meet lots of nice kids and people at our events. Right now he's helping me order his food. He's keeping me company. I take care of the birds out in front. I was a volunteer here for a couple of years, and I was worked here for a year. I do like the deep cleaning, disinfecting, I weigh the birds, I make sure everyone's healthy, and I help with events when I'm needed.